Hello, this is Miss Haven, and we will be reading The Three Little Hawaiian Pigs and the Magic Shark. One morning in Hawaii, a mother and father pig called their children together. Our dear Pua'a and Keikis, they said with a sorrow in their voices, as much as we love you, it is time for you to become grown-ups and seek your own way in the world. Here is a sack of money for each of you. Spend it wisely and always be careful of strangers. After saying aloha to their parents, the three little pigs set off down the road looking forward to a life full of happiness, adventure, and riches. They had gone only a short distance when they met a man with a load of pili grass. "Aha," said the first little pig, "this is for me. I will build myself a grass house and live beside the sea." So he bought the pili grass and happily headed towards the beach where he built his house. It was finished quickly, and he took his pole, his net, his small bucket of opihi, and he went fishing. The other two little pigs went on until they met a man selling driftwood. "Aha," said the second little pig, "this is for me. I will build myself a house of driftwood and live beside the sea." Feeling pleased with himself, he quickly built his house, and he went to join the first little pig fishing and scraping opihi on the slippery rocks. The third little pig went on until he met a man selling lava rocks. "Aha," said the third little pig, "this is for me. I will build myself a house of lava rock and live beside the sea and go fishing with my brothers." It took many days to build the house, and before it was done, one brother came to visit the third little pig. "Why are you wasting your time on such a hard house to build?" he asked. "We are pow with our houses and have time to fish and take it easy surfing and playing. Forget this house. Come with us." The third little pig just shook his head and said he would rather take his time and build a strong house. After many days of hard work, the lava house was finished. It was sturdy and strong, and the third little pig was pleased with his work. He checked his doors and windows carefully to be sure that his house was snug and safe. Then off he went to join his brothers beside the sea. The three little pigs threw their nets and pulled in reef creatures like the brilliant yellow tang, the horned humu or the slimy octopus. Hee. They climbed over the wet rocks, scraping off the delicious opihi, and once in a while they caught pukahipa, the fierce-fanged eel. Sometimes they took their poles and standing far out on the rocks, fishing the deeper waters for the larger ulu, opakaka, and ahi. They played tag, splashed in the tide pools, and chased tiny sand crabs. Their days were clear and sunny and cooled by gentle trade winds. When the waves broke just right beside the reef, they took their surfboards and caught long, breathtaking rides to the beach. Meanwhile, an evil magic shark watched them from deep down where the water is green. Back and forth swam the magic shark, his long teeth shining in the gloomy water. He especially wanted to eat the three little pigs since they looked so sweet and tender. He knew he couldn't catch them on the rocks, for the lava was sharp and the pigs too quick. He wished they would fall off their surfboards, but the pigs were too good and went too fast through the rough water. So, watching and planning, the magic shark drooled and thought of yummy little pigs. One morning, unable to stand his craving any longer, the magic shark disguised himself as a shaved ice man and knocked on the door of the first little pig's house. Little pig, let me come in," he called. "I have plenty shave ice." The little pig peeked out of the window. He was hot and thirsty, and the cool, colorful shave ice looked so tasty. He grabbed his money and started to open the door, but just in time he saw a fin on the shave ice man's back, and he knew it was really the magic shark. He quickly shut and locked the door. The shark knocked harder and called, little pig, let me come in." "Oh no," cried the little pig, "not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." The magic shark was hot and hungry, and the little pig's answer made him very mad. He yelled, little pig, let me come in, or I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house down." The little pig did not open his door. After all, he wasn't crazy. He knew what the magic shark wanted. So the very mad magic shark huffed, and the very mad magic shark puffed, and the very mad magic shark blew the first little pig's house. The first little pig ran out of the back door and down the path to the house of the second little pig. The very mad magic shark went back to the ocean to cool off and make a new plan. In a few days, the magic shark was hungry for little pigs again. This time, he dressed up as a beach boy, wearing white pants and a coconut leaf hat and a lei around his neck. He knocked on the door of the second pig's house and called, little pig, let's talk story and play ukes." The little pig grabbed the ukulele and nose flute and opened the door. The beach boy smiled, and the little pig saw rows and rows of long, sharp, white teeth, and just in time they slammed the door. The little pig, let me come in," called the hot and hungry magic shark anxiously. "Oh no," cried the little pigs. They knew that was no friendly beach boy out on the steps. "Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins." This made the magic shark upset, so he roared, "Then I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house down." Just as he would, the very upset magic shark huffed, and the very upset magic shark puffed, and the very upset magic shark blew the house down of the second little pig. The little pig and his brother jumped out of the window and ran down the path to the house of the third little pig. Once more, the magic shark, hot and still hungry, swam angrily down the watery home to plot and scheme. After a few days, his hunger pangs were so bad that the magic shark decided to try again. This time he went pretending to be a lei seller. He knocked on the third little pig's door and called sweetly, little pig, let me come in. I have leis to sell." The third little pig loved to wear leis and were very happy to hear a sweet voice calling. They looked out and saw the lei seller in her muumuu and luhala hat, with the flower leis on her arm. But then they also saw a shark's tail sticking out from under the muumuu. They knew who that was, so they rushed around, locking the doors and windows. Little pig, let me come in," called the magic shark, growing upset. "Oh no," answered the little pigs, "not by the hair on our chinny chin chins." "You will be sorry," screamed the furious magic shark in his loudest voice. "I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house down." No one answered. No one opened the door, so the furious magic shark huffed, and the furious magic shark puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew, and nothing happened. Again, he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew, and still nothing happened. Once more, the furious magic shark huffed, and the fierce magic shark puffed, and the fierce magic shark huffed, and the fierce magic shark puffed, and the fierce magic shark blew, and still the lava house stood firm. Now this made the magic shark extremely furious, so gathering up all of his air, the extremely furious magic shark puffed and huffed and puffed and huffed and puffed, and he blew and blew and blew and blew and blew and blew and blew until whoosh, kerplat, he fell on the ground all out of air, looking like a flat balloon. It was quiet and still, and the three pigs cautiously peeked out the house, seeing the very flat magic shark. They quickly ran outside, rolled him up like a straw hat, and tied a string around him. Then, taking off to the dump, they threw him away. When they returned to the seashore, the third little pig helped his brothers build sturdy rock houses, and once they were finished, the three little pigs gave a large party. They invited all their friends and relatives, as well as a shaved iceman without a fin, to serve refreshments, a beach boy without rows of sharp white teeth to join the musicians, and a lay seller without a shark's tail to give out lays. From then on, the three little pigs lived safely and peacefully beside the sea.